tank lineup wise, we have both teams with the CGC now. I'm happy for this.
I
CGC is
forgot
just
to
one
ready
per
up.
team is essential. Did you what?
Ha! Get fucking juked, man. We're here.
Snap.
I wasn't gonna miss no CGC on CGC violence. You know we're all about that arty party. Now, is this a very similar setup to what was just ran? I'm not seeing anything too much different out of either team. We do have one less E3 from the 404 clan, but I think they dropped that in favor of the CGC, since we did see Tickle dropping some nukes earlier. Now it looks like everyone's just kind of playing out the middle, gonna go get a feel for it. I'd like to see a little more slow play for the arty to be used, but who knows how that's gonna happen. They're gonna go to pretty atypical positions in B1 and H0, so they'll have really good shots down the diagonal of F4 as well as E7.
So 404 is opting for the opposite of what Relic 3 did on defense, the first sort of strategy that I described, where they've got a western group of tanks and the northern group of tanks. They're a little bit spread out in the way that it almost looks like there's 4 groups of tanks, but trust me, they're going to work as 2. They've got the 215Bs and the E100s in the north, then they've got the E5s, the IS4s sort of towards the south, and they're going to work together.
As we see Tickle Monster
more on the bat, he could have
Tickle Monster
like,
picking up 800.
Get the Arty.
Dropping the nukes.
Go. Stop being a pussy. Go and kill the Arty, Aquala. Go and kill the Arty. Don't get killed by these IS4s. I mean, if you bait them away and then run away, that's also a good move. But you could have had the Arty really early on.
Now, Apollo was the one that got TK'd earlier. If he does not complete this personal mission, he is almost guaranteed a death by friendly. It is not good to be him in this situation, as we do see him out there. He's getting pushed by two IS4s. Kind of get him out of that power position, because he is lighting for the artillery. As we can see, they're pretty well spread out for both teams. It looks like Relic 3 is trying to get some magic to happen in the middle. They have a few E5s and 50Bs grouping up, but maybe they do not know that the E100s are here. The heat shell of the E100s are currently bouncing off the tracks of the E5. Oni Link is going to go ahead and hop on Cap. I think he didn't mean to stop there. But it looks like they're going to be pushing into the E5s of 404. These E100s need to reply quickly.
They're isolated. They have about 20 seconds where they can do something about this. And if they don't respond very well, which they actually are, to be quite honest, they lose the game.
Now, as we see the E100s of 404 coming in to take on this strike force, we'll call them Delta Force, but they're currently getting taken out. 404 handled that push very well. As we see, it's 7-on-2 in the gun department. They're going to go ahead and clean up that E5. Maybe. 216 HP left on Xenux. Will he be able to peel some more damage? No, he does not. He does get taken out as Relic 3 starts to apply pressure. 404 with the tank advantage though, but it is similar HPs right now. Relic 3 is going to be wishing they had those 2 extra guns in the battle. As we see Landsketch taking a shot from Staz in the 215B before the rest of the 404 guild can make it up. Let's hope he doesn't get YOLO'd to get taken out.
The HP advantage here is very similar, but 404 does have an extra gun. Though I would say that 404 has the better positioning here, where those E100s are going to be able to flex around a lot easier. Relic 3 is going to find those southern tanks that are isolated and just going to be easily tied up by those IS4s. And then what you're going to see is you're going to see E100s and E5s versus E5s and 50Bs. And we know how that goes from Himmelsdorf. 50Bs just aren't a match for E100s when it comes to brawling. I mean, the Conk is doing, like, the Conks on both teams are actually doing solid work. But 404 is responding really well to this. I don't want to see them stall in this corridor here. They should be taking advantage of the numbers that they've got. That being said, they are winning in other places on the map, and they might just be waiting so they can consolidate and attack. But you can't give the Arty extra time to work.
Now, risky
They
play
did
by
push
Marine
up.
here, trying to get some shots out onto the E100s of 404. Some last minute shots. The E5 of Lobo will YOLO him, pick up a nice 398 roll on the front end of the 50B. But there is too much HP for Relic 3 to come back on this one. That was actually nicely played by 404. Relic 3 seemed to push up a little too hard into the F4 region. They pushed up into here, and they got in way over their head as the E100s from 404 were able to quickly move over here to E4 and get side shots to save their E5s. I think that move, that reaction to the play by Relic 3 from 404 actually secured the win for them on this map. They saved themselves a lot of HP.
If both teams were so busy practicing their defenses for ghost
and here we go, the infamous.
To,
this is why people hate Artie right here. We already knew it was coming.
We saw it. We knew it was happening.
He's not going to waste everyone's time. So
he just wants to get to the next game. What's the score? Is it what, 4-2 now? 4-2?
It is 4-2.
4-2. We have 2 more rounds on Ghost Out. If 404 can win both of them, we'll go to Tundra for the tiebreaker. But we have Relic 3 on defense again. So we're going to see how this goes.